In 1970, 25 years ago, it was one of the great classic events of its time. This is its 25th anniversary rerun. It's going to be tough, it's going to be rugged, it's going to be competitive. There are 20 cars on this event that are capable of winning it, and there are 15 drivers who want to. We've got competitors from 24 different countries. They've come from all over the world for this. I think the magic of it is it's the last great motoring adventure.
59 cars of yesteryear, setting off on a journey, an adventure, a race, a rally which will take them from London to Acapulco, down Mexico way. And riding with them a team Volvo. From Yorkshire there's Howard Patterson and Ian North in an old Amazon which they drove from London to Sydney 2 years ago, complete with kitchen sink. Another London to Sydney veteran is the car called Bronco Billy, piloted again by airline captain David Hall and his wife Jackie. And then there's the 144 of Andrew Gorrod and Terry Kingsley, a dream team of garage man and jet pilot. Ahead of them, 30 days, 10,000 miles and 18 countries. Across the Channel to France they'll go. And then through the hills of Spain and Portugal. To Brazil by giant air transport. And then the long haul to the heights and the hidden world of the Andes. Desert and dirt tracks at 15,000 feet, man and machine will meet the challenge of altitude. There'll be pit stops at La Paz, the world's highest capital. A ferry across the waters of Lake Titicaca. And they'll be passing places and people of untouched beauty. From South to Central America, crossing the Panama Canal, passing the volcanoes of Nicaragua. To the finish line in Acapulco.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Down Mexico way, there's 35 borders to cross. 39 special high-speed stages, from forest tracks and mountain trails to main roads and motorways, starting in the bluebells of southern England, where the kitchen sink is in full flow.
You know, the ground effects are just incredible. Anything over 25 miles an hour and it'll just stick to the ground. So it's on. A lightweight tap, single tap we're on now, lightweight construction. It's very good. But we'll have a laugh with it on roads and try to educate, you know, the South Americans with it. It's going to be hilarious. Why you have this thing on the roof? So I don't know what we do with it. It's there for fun.
Well, for us, it's the fact that it's a shared experience for us, which is wonderful. When we're in our bath chairs, we can still talk about it.
It's the feeling you get when you arrive somewhere, and it's magical. It's just exciting, and we'll talk about it forever.
The rally never stops, rarely sleeps. France is a cruise, and the crowds lining the roads signpost the way to Lisbon. Some drivers don't need directions, some have travelled this way before. They're survivors of the very first Mexico run, when it was flat out.
Well, it was quite different because it was a works drive for me then, with all the support, and because it was a continuous event, fatigue is a big leveller, and I felt I could keep going, and as was the case. It was a very tough event. As you know, there were only 24 finishers out of almost 100 starters.
When the revs roar, the dust flies. Hannu Mikkola and Gunnar Palm, the champions of 25 years ago, are at the front again. The masters in a class of their own. Further down the field is where you'll find the fun and adventure. And at the front of the queue is Bronco Billy.
The first thing that happens with this is that comes off, and then you hurt your hand. So then you push it back on again. The next thing that happens is it comes off here. So you try and reach down for the stub to change gear, but the harness won't let you. So you end up driving the whole stage in second gear, which is very slow, but it's fixable. That's not a problem. I must be too strong.
Bronco and all the rest make it to Lisbon Airport in just over 3 days. 1,500 miles done, 8,500 to go. The world's biggest airlift takes over now. 2 giant Antonov planes from Russia have touched down and opened up in order to fly the cars to Brazil. They land in Sao Paulo and take off down the road in the tiny village of Aquasuja. The main street, the only street, is closed and sealed off. They've never had a Friday afternoon like this before. It's the first day of trouble. 3 of the leading escorts are on their way home. The Russians escape with a few bumps and bruises. But the Volvos head on to the Andes. For cars and crews, it's uphill. They'll be climbing to 15,000 feet. The air is thin. Altitude sickness is waiting to strike.
I don't think I'm built for altitude. I'm built for low-level flying, me. And so it affected me quite badly. I was all right driving, but as soon as we had to do anything physical, we were in a bit of bother. So we've plumbed in with oxygen so that if we just do feel a bit iffy, we can turn it on en route.
Last stop in Bolivia is La Paz, the highest capital in the world, where the mountains stand guard. And where the local Volvo dealer opens the door.
Absolutely magnificent. We contacted the Volvo dealer, and this is what happens. Nothing's too much trouble. Anything we want doing, they do it, and they go out, bring nuts and bolts in, parts, magic.
The next challenge is to cross Lake Titicaca, which runs along the borders of Bolivia and Peru. Not even the Volvos can drive on water, so across they go, 2 by 2. It's not all plain sailing, though. On the road to the top of the world over Gonzalo's desert at 15,000 feet, there's a problem for Team Volvo. Bronco may be broken, but he's far from beaten.
Something was going to get us on this trip. Disappointing, but we'll be there at the end.
The sound of the sea on the shores of the Pacific Ocean drives the rally on. In Lima on Sunday, it's the beach. Where else? The only oil they need today is suntan lotion and, of course, a sense of fun.
There's some surfers down there, they kept looking at me, thought, hey, some trick gear come from the UK, this is it. And they kept wanting to have a go on it, but I couldn't understand it. I said, no, it's a sink, it's not a surfboard. They said, hey man, it's a really far out surfboard. I said, no, it's not, it's a sink.
Yes, the locals are mystified, intrigued by Team Volvo.
Have you met the wife? She's flown out to be with us. She's one of the Volvo welders and she's going to do our cross member. Do you want to get in the back now? No, you don't want to go. You're going to meet us down there. Yeah, so you'll meet us down there. We'll just get it welded.
Wherever the rally goes, the crowds are out to cheer. Wherever Team Volvo go, there's a network of mechanics and helpers ready and waiting to get them back into top gear.
It's now 8 o'clock at night and we didn't want to start working the car and they've just dived in and helped us, and it's been the same all the way across South America. Amazing. I can't believe it. I didn't believe there were so many Volvos in South America, and every dealer wants to help us and do things for us and everything else, and won't let us go. We spent 20 minutes taking photographs before we touched the cars.
We didn't know nothing like this was going to be provided. They have all the equipment, all the tools. The people just want to take the tools from you and do the job for you. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Ecuador, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica flash by. In Nicaragua, the volcanoes rumble, but the Volvos roll on. There are 3 more on the rally, all challengers for a top 10 finish. In El Salvador, Bronco Billy is the star attraction. And in Mexico, it's flat out for the finish. After 30 days on the road, there's still plenty of steam and smoke left in the Volvos. Victory goes to Hannu Mikkola and Gunnar Palm. For them, it's a fairy tale return after 25 years. There are 3 Volvos in the top 10. Tony Fall in a 142 is the first Brit to finish. And 13th place is lucky for the kitchen sink team.
I think the good thing is it's 2 years hard work that's come off. You feel so sorry for the people who are not here. This is what makes it worth it.
What's it mean to you to be here?
Just a sense of achievement. As Howard said, he built the car, I swept up and painted, and it's just magic that we got here in one piece.
There's history for Terry Kingsley, the only man to finish all 4 classic rallies. And Bronco has made it to...
Everybody's been absolutely wonderful. That's why we do it.
Jackie,
And the adventure. The adventure and just the people that do it. It's just wonderful. Second to none. I can't believe we're here.
30 days, 10,000 miles, 18 countries. Team Volvo were all there at the finish. They all went down Mexico way.